TV series Waking the Dead, he was driving a Lexus and he hit a goose. Unfortunately, it was the actress Claire Goose, and she was killed. So, let's see if his driving's improved. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Trevor Eve! Actually, I like to think of Top Gear now really as just a warm-up for Waking the Dead.
For us, yeah. You go on and...
Because you're on in a bit.
Yeah, we are.
It's not like any police station I've ever been in.
No, we're all dressed in Armani.
Exactly. And the doors do that Star Trek.
Yeah, but they don't really. There's a guy on a rope going like this.
It does all very beautifully lit. And I've noticed that every window's got a Venetian blind in front of it.
Immaculately positioned.
Yeah. But of course, I mean, it's obviously a far cry, isn't it, from where you really made your name in Shoestring.
Yeah.
And Children of a Lesser God. That was a great film.
Oh, thank you.
No, it really was. And you had to learn to sign.
I did, 6 months. Forgotten most of it, but I went to New York to learn American Sign Language.
I mean, because that must be... I'd love to be able to do sign language. It's weird, because mainly for talking to my wife at dinner parties. So how do you do? Can we go home now, because I'm bored to death?
Well, that's boring.
Is that boring?
Yeah.
Now, you see, we've told everyone how it's not going to work. Let's do the podcast. I'm sitting to my wife. Isn't it? What's that? There's one which is that, isn't it? That's bull.
Well, that is, but they've got great variations for. You know, you're full of. You're full of. They have. That's if you're a stuck-up, constipated. But if you're a sort of who's just a sort of diarrhea-ridden.
How do you say? Can you get that heap of out of the middle lane? You spent some time in the States, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Were you there when they had the earthquake?
The 93, 94?
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
When it knocked down that 16-lane freeway, broken, completely smashed, 4 weeks later, repaired.
Yeah.
You see Battersea Bridge the other night? A barge bumped into it. Yeah. A barge bumped into it. It's closed.
There's a picture of the guy in the paper and he's smiling.
Yeah.
You know, there are businesses gone bankrupt south of the river because no one can get there.
No one can get there. And I wouldn't mind, but he said it's going to be closed for 5 months.
I know.
While we repair, except for buses.
I know. The buses go over. I know.
How can a bus be lighter than
But
life?
why do we all pay attention to these cones that are there? Why don't we just throw the cones out of the way and drive over? What are you going to do?
People of Battersea, you've been told what to do. Cones in the river.
We're so obedient, aren't we? There's a cone.
No! It does, it drives me. I could not believe when I saw the small amount of damage that, oh, well, that's it, close it for 5 months. Anyway, cars. Cars, okay. Now, in the States, Mustangs, that's fine.
Yes.
Back here, Porsche 911 Turbos, I think.
Yes.
Yeah? Good.
Just sold it. Come on.
Gone wrong.
Lamb to the slaughter. Go on.
It's all gone wrong, isn't it?
It's all gone wrong.
Because you've got now a Bentley
Continental GT, your favourite car, and your other favourite car,
Porsche
Cayenne Turbo.
Fat boy cars.
But I would just like to say, outside there is a car parked that belongs to Jeremy, and it is a Mercedes SLK shopping trolley.
Oh. Let's say the people in the office have started calling it the SL Gay.
Well,
they obviously know nothing about cars because your Bentley's a Volkswagen.
There's only the block of the engine was a VW thing. That's the only thing. That
and the
car
four-wheel drive system
was designed, in 1997 before they took it over in 2000. So the basis of it is an advance. It's hand-built at Crewe.
What bit of it's hand-built?
The engine.
The engine comes from Volkswagen.
The block comes from there. The rest of it's built. The car, the interior, and everything. The chassis.
Listening to the salesman.
I have. Who else do I listen to?
They nailed that one.
But you've got an SLK. Why would I listen to you? You know nothing about cars.
I've got a machine. Did you all just hear that? You know nothing about cars. Why have you just bought a Toyota Prius? Get out of that and stay fashionable.
So when I go somewhere that I'm, where people might know where I'm going, I can be a hypocritical celebrity.
Yeah, they are. Have you noticed how many celebs have bought these things?
Yeah, but the other thing, you have. But if you get a big car like a 6-litre, you can buy a tree. You can do a carbon exchange program with your car. So it costs, if you do 2,000 miles in a Bentley, it costs you a tree a year.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with your Prius?
Well, on the carbon exchange base, I don't have to buy the tree because I've got a Prius.
You're never going to drive it, are you? You're just going to go places in America and say, well, I've got a Toyota Prius. Same as Christian Slater, who also has a Pontiac GTO.
Yeah, well, they all do, don't they?
Paul Newman.
Yeah.
He's got a Prius. He has a race team. He has a Volvo with a 400 brake horsepower Cosworth V8 and says, I'll drive a Prius. It's honestly, go on, you're Prince Charles, and we must do more for the environment. He's got an Audi A8 Quattro, several Range Rovers, a V8 Vantage, and a Bentley, and a Prius. Yeah. Yes, well, I drive a Prius. He alone is responsible for the mild autumn we've been having. Just all by himself. Anyway, let's find out how good you are at driving. How did it go out there?
Oh, I had a great time.
You had a great time. Would anybody here like to see Trevor's, well, I think third practice lap it was. Shall we have a look? Who'd like to see that? Okay, play the tape. Here we go. I'm bound to be coming up to the second to last corner because that's where everybody goes off, but no one as fast as that! Fantastic! That was the most ambitious entry speed to a corner I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think we've got a picture of what the car looked like when you'd finished with it. There it is. Yeah. Who'd like to see the actual lap? Yeah? Play the tape. Here we go. So not put off in any way then by the accident?
No!
Now that's the Stiggs line through that first corner. The Formula One people that come down do it differently, but he's adamant that's quicker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And eating your own face. That's okay. And Chicago. Oh yes, now that's very good. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Kind of, but not for many years.
To the hammerhead, tricky one. Are you going to be aggressive? The Stig did say you were. Yes. Yes. You saw the cameraman recoiling there.
Yes, he ran off the camera.
Follow through. That's what I like to hear. No lift at all. And then through the tyre wall. It's good fun, that bit.
Fantastic.
That's slightly more realistic. Rebuilt tyre wall. You made it that time. Just Gambon to go. And across the line. There we are. He's made it.
Again!
So quite a competitive soul. I'm suspecting.
What gave you that idea?
Go on then. Where do you think?
I've no idea. Because
You have no idea?
No idea.
Ready? 1 minute, 48 seconds. Dead. So that's right. There. Stig said you could have gone a hell of a lot faster.
Yes.
We could have been looking at an all-time record today.
Yes.
But their car didn't, well, should we see what happened? Here we go. Who were witnessing what we call doing a Lionel, because the same thing happened to Lionel Richie, that was up for like a 140, late 146, 147 lap. So that would have been the quickest, but it didn't happen.
I'd like to come back and go around in something like a 997.
Well, there's one here, actually.
I know.
We've got one in the
They
street.
wouldn't let me near it after that.
No, I mean, were you okay? You weren't injured? You're not going to sue in any way, shape or form?
No, I was fine. He's great, the Stig. This anonymous man who was just fantastic. I had a great afternoon.
Yeah, and the great thing is that we can cut back now to the picture. Let's just see if that tyre's still going. There it is, look, and still going. This is how we've managed to work out how fast you were going when it was 183 miles an hour. That's now just outside Edinburgh. He's better than Jimmy Carr by miles. There you are, that's official, it's on record. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Eve!